Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Crypto Space. So if you're new, please consider subscribing, and a quick disclaimer, this video is not financial advice. But anyways, let's hop into Kaspa itself. So first things first, that is a 4-hourly chart, and wow, actually I was right yesterday. So we had a rejection from that level of resistance sitting at 13 cents, and we got pushed back right now, and we are basically hovering around that technical level of support of 11 cents. Nevertheless, we are actually creating that cap and handle pattern, as you guys can see. So let me actually draw it over here for you. There you go. So that is our cap roughly, and that is going to be, let's say, our handle in here. So now let me actually throw the model over here so you guys can see that as well. So there you go. I hope that's going to be easy to see. And now the technical breakout for this pattern would be probably around, well, 16 cents. Well, if I'm going to see 15 cents, for example, that's going to be good as well. That is also going to coincide with that level of resistance that leads us back to, well, almost previous all-time highs. And now, guys, please don't hop into trading that with leverage, huge leverage. I'm not trading with leverage in general because these fake outs, might occur. So for example, if you are going to enter the position and all of that, we could technically see the fake out for Kaspa, right? And then the breakout, right? So obviously these leverages are going to be liquidated. Market makers can see those things, and that's how people are losing money. That's why I'm holding my spot Kaspa, and I am bullish long term. Of course, I'm bullish, this cycle, but on the top of that, I'm bullish long term for Kaspa. And please remember, as much as I'm bullish for Kaspa, I also hold different coins too, because I don't want to put all of my eggs into one basket. Anyways, I digressed. Now let's have a look at stochastic RSI. It looks like stochastic RSI wants to do that bullish cross on the 4-hourly time frame. However, now if we are going to look at the daily, hold on, let me actually switch that thing off. Things are looking bullish anyways, because apart from that cap and handle pattern on the 4-hourly chart, we also do have this triangle, just like we had in the previous breakout. So let me actually draw the trend line, obviously, which we had broke out from, and this is exactly the same pattern that is brewing just like previously for Kaspa. So basically everything points out technically for Kaspa to see a major breakout in coming days or weeks potentially, right? And yes, I know on a daily we are experiencing that bearish cross, and looks like Kaspa is going to go down, right? However, looking at a little bit of longer time frame for Kaspa, we can see that we have experienced that bullish cross on the weekly, right? So that is going to come with weeks, I believe, that huge breakout. And as I was saying yesterday, I still do believe that we can see the breakout of around, let's say, anything between 30 and 50 cents. And also I do remind that there's going to be potential listing for Kaspa on Binance, and that's going to be big, not mentioning about Coinbase, Kraken, etc. And also, in June next month, we are going to have new token standards implemented, aka KRC 721 and KRC 20. So that's very bullish for Kaspa. And also one thing long term I would like to point out for Kaspa, look at that hash rate, baby. Look how it's growing. And now let's compare it to hash rate of BTC. So as you guys can see, that is so flat. Right, in 2012 for a BTC, like hash rate was basically very poor. So like basically now this is roughly where we are at with Kaspa's hash rate. So obviously that growth is going to come with years. And don't get me wrong, I'm still bullish on Kaspa this cycle. However, I do believe that Kaspa is going to print very significant gains in 2030. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell my bag during this cycle. However, I'm going to keep a long-term bag for Kaspa for the next cycle to come, because obviously that cycle isn't the last, right? But anyways, let's actually have a look at the bubbles itself. As you guys can see, Kaspa isn't performing so great on a daily because most of the coins are actually experiencing, a little bit of retracement. And of course, that's due to the fact of what BTC did recently, right? So let's actually have a look at BTC quickly and let's see what is going on. So that is a weekly time frame. Let's actually switch it to the daily, right? So BTC is experiencing that falling wedge pattern, which I believe we are going to finally see that breakout. And now, guys, we could see potentially another fake out towards the downside, right? And we could see that dip to that box of well, buy now pretty much the dip opportunity, and after that we could see, you know, a pump. So now let's have a look at the liquidity, because obviously that is important. So now if it comes to the daily, there is a daily 24-hour chart on Binance on its own. We do have around 27 million, and here we've got around 17 million, right? So that is basically showing that it's a sideways pretty much. I believe that today we are going to go sideways for BTC. However, if I'm going to actually switch it to the monthly here and here too, and guys, don't get me wrong, this is only Binance. However, Binance has the biggest trading volume, so we do have that rough idea. So let's have a look. We do have much more liquidity towards the upside, so it looks like price of BTC is going to shoot up, in my opinion. Much more people are actually shorting BTC rather than longing, and of course market makers are seeing those things, and they are probably going to liquidate these people that are bearish on BTC. And now guys, Bitcoin Magazine's CEO David Bailey has been working with Donald Trump's campaign to develop their Bitcoin and crypto policy agenda. So, well, I do believe that's bullish for crypto. And on the top of that, breaking, JP Morgan owns spot Bitcoin ETF holdings in BlackRock, Fidelity, and Bitwise ETFs SEC filing. Okay, so you know what's the funny thing? Because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is exactly the same guy that came out on the mainstream media saying that Bitcoin is worth nothing. So you see, that's manipulation, clear manipulation, and I wouldn't necessarily listen to, you know, these people, what they say on the mainstream media. Obviously, mainstream media's agenda is not necessarily towards our favor. So now guys, let's cover this chart for BTC. Shout out to the Scalping Pro, by the way. BTC is currently testing the range low it reclaimed a few days back. Additionally, there is a trend line and RSI breakout plus a bullish cross on the MACD. Probably nothing. So guys, let's have a look. We do have that bullish cross on the MACD, and we do have that breakout on RSI. And now we do have that escape from a lower lows pattern, right, from that downtrend. However, we still, as I was saying, we still could technically see another fake out. You know, that manipulation is real and volatility is real at the moment. However, that lizard people, you know, let's say, are trying to shake people out of their bags. But anyways, let's cover altcoins, and that is crypto total market cap. That is excluding BTC on the daily chart, which of course means that it's including Ethereum too. So now, while many are panicking and seeing lower prices for altcoins, I think we are just seeing a backtest on the daily chart here. RSI looks good. Total 2 is descending, a broadening wedge, which is very bullish. So guys, we could see that huge breakout, you know, for overall crypto market in general. And now altcoins that are excluding BTC on the 2-weekly time frame. And shout out to Mickey Bull Crypto, by the way. Altcoins market cap is currently at the disbelief stage, historically followed by an explosive rally. Historically, the market cap consolidation has made huge gains in 2016-2020. So guys, let's have a look at the first cycle over here. So that was basically the same case. Oh no, it's over, right? We are pulling back, it's the bull cycle is over. Let's have a look at 2020, the same case, and this is what is brewing at the moment. So I do believe that any pullback at the moment, this is the best opportunity to buy the dip, because I think that this could be one of the last ones. And now, shout out to the Scalping Pro again, guys. Let's have a look and let's compare what altcoins did in the previous cycle. So that was our Wyckoff accumulation bear cycle, however you want to call it. The first breakout out of that downtrend. Then we had a pullback, and also we were retesting that zone as a support that led us back to the previous cycle. Consolidation, obviously, sideways price action, boredom, and then boom, pump, right? So this is exactly the same thing, right? So we've got Wyckoff accumulation, the first breakout out of that downtrend of bear cycle, then pull back on that too, then another breakout above that resistance that flipped into support, retest as a support, sideways boredom, and to me that looks like we are going to experience some serious pump in coming weeks. Nobody really knows for sure when exactly, but I do think that these charts are pretty much self-explanatory. And now guys, Bitcoin, weak hands need to get out of the market first before BTC will rise towards $80,000. It has always been like this in the past. The structure is the same, only the price is different. So guys, let's have a look. When Bitcoin was basically experiencing that sideways price action and hovering around previous all-time highs, then the boredom and shakeout occurred, and after that we saw a huge parabola for BTC, just like in 2020. Boredom and shakeout, and stagnation, and now we are exactly at the same position, guys. So I do believe that things are going to change towards our favor in the foreseeable future. Ladies and gents, that's it what I got for you today. I hope that you have guys enjoyed it, and I wish you have a great day. Peace and love, crypto.